Oh snap, Glaze is going live.
Natural endurance, stamina, and action.
Good day, folks. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, listen, I am Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my ministry. What I do is I talk about the good. I talk about the bad. I talk about the ugly. I talk about some of the things that I've been through between the age of 14 and 24. How I was like that lost sheep that went astray. So the objective is I utilize the things that I've been through and trying to share it back to any parents that's out there that looking for help to see some of the signs, like, to prevent some of the things from occurring with their child. Because once again, it's always steps, it's always signs. But what we have to do as parents, as grandparents, as guardians, we have to be aware of what those signs are. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, shout out. 10 million views. 10 million views. To sit back and think about it and think I would have 10 million views, I'll say, man, I wouldn't be able to believe that. Here it is, nearing 64,000 subscribers. And folks, listen, like I said, this is my ministry. And what I try to do is right now is, help. Use this platform in the right way. And help, say from an educational standpoint. Nothing more, nothing less. Get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, The Brian Glaze Gibbs Story, by emailing me at Brian, BRIAN, Gibbs, GIBBS, 1201 at yahoo.com. Get your signed copy. If I, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs, can change, anybody can change. You know what? I woke up and right now was looking through the internet. And all of a sudden right now it's a platform that was doing an interview with the guy. And you know what? My name happened to be in the subtitle. So I wind up listen to the interview, step by step, trying to see, well, who this guy? Then it dawned on me. First of all, welcome home, Chris Moore, aka Rasta Chris. Just came home for doing 30 years. Just came home. And folks, like I said right now, I know him quite well. But once again, we didn't have no strong relationship, a strong bond. To me, honestly speaking, it's like right now we know each other, but we didn't know each other. But anyway, welcome home. He just did 30 years. But it's like he's angry. I'm listening to him speaking about me, and it's like so much animosity. Then he made mention about that he ran into me in Otisville. I never ran into Chris in Otisville. And I told him this, I told him that. Like I said right now the Chris that I know. Right now is the Chris that I know. I remember Chris from growing up in East New York. And he was under the protection umbrella of Tony Bullard, Rasta T. I did a piece about a year or so ago, and I say two people that I was afraid of growing up was Rasta T and Shabay. So once again, Chris was under the protection umbrella of Rasta T. Now, Rasta T was a Jamaican. He was a true, Jamaican. He was a true Rastafarian. So Chris was not Jamaican, but he's from the West Indies. So once again, he got in because his brother, Mikey. Now, Mikey was a cool guy. So Mikey used to be down with T. So guess what? They used to put Chris in there in the spot. Right now, sell a little weed. So like I say, we got a little history because I know him. I know when I see him, he know when he see me. But like I say, as I'm listening to him, calling me a rat, talking trash about me, and literally yo, he's a snitch, he this and all this other stuff right there. You know what, like I said right now, Chris, you got every right to feel that way. Why? Because you did 30 years and I did 10 years. And you know what right now is, guess what? I'm ashamed of the person that I once was and all the things that I did. I'm ashamed of becoming a criminal. I'm ashamed of being involved with illegal activity. I'm ashamed of cooperating, making a deal. But you know what? Like I said right now, guess what? I consider that to be part of a business deal. I made a business decision. You know, right now, like I say, do I want to spend the rest of my life in jail? Or do I want to go home? And like I said right now, some people might agree, some people don't agree. It don't matter. It don't matter what people agree with. I just celebrated 25 years of freedom and I didn't went back. So when I sit back and I listen to people that trying to criticize me, I try to pass judgment, first of all, you coming home. 30 years. You should be trying to get your life together. And what I'm saying is, you know, you want to talk about who you are? Let's go into depth. Okay, let's speak about some incident. You know, some of the things I speak about, you know, I joined the A team. You know what? And you speak about, you know, how you used to go against the A team. You didn't win against the A team. You don't match for the A team. Like right now is, you feel realized when I came home, you was responsible for when my buddy, Domino, he got killed on your watch. Killed being around you. And you know what? The Hardy Boys did it. You didn't do nothing. And you know what? I didn't know it at the time. I'm away. So when I did came home, my objective is I was going to knock your block off. But you know who stopped me? You know who stopped me from knocking your block off? L Son from the A team. You like to talk to trash about the 18 is 18. Bro, listen, man, let's get real. Your name, Rasta Chris. The difference is right now is tell people about, you want to talk about who you was and you had this tag Jaguar. That was your clean and fade. You was driving around this tag Jaguar, okay? You thought you was better than what you was. You know what? You had a spot. Yeah, you had that little spot on Euclid and what? Belmont? I remember that. I remember that spot well. I remember a time that you got into an incident and you start barking like you always bark. You know how you like to bark as you young boys? You try to intimidate them. Tell them about all the kids that you done tortured in the neighborhood. Kids that didn't have the right people in their corner. They didn't have the big brothers. You know what I'm saying? That would step to you. So you tortured people that was getting high, beat them, tortured them, you and Dirty Ron. No retaliation. But tell them about the time right now is, you know, here it is, we was on Euclid and Belmont, right there by your spot. And you confronted Drac. You remember Drac? And the difference is you try to bark on Drac about a broken window that his cousin was responsible for in regards to your store. And you talking about right now what he gonna do, what he not gonna do. And y'all got into some words. And what I say, you know what, if you want to talk trash, Drac, whip his behind. Beat the living daylight out of him. What happened? You changed your tone. You changed your attitude. You walk around talking about you had these 2 9mm and 16 clip, nobody bother you. Save that for other people that don't know nothing about you. Like I told you right now is, guess what? You are who you are. But you wasn't what you trying to say you are. You went away for 30 years. For what? You wasn't even on that level. But you went away for 30 years for nothing. And it's sad. A lot of us went away for how many years? For what? Nothing. It wasn't worth it, man. Not only that, yeah, I give you credit. You're supposed to be the lady man. But the bottom line is, how the heck you go from doing 30 years? And like I say, you calling me a rat. But at least right now, I was not in there tossing nobody solid. You went the other way when you was there. You went the other way. You went from liking girls to becoming a girl. You went from liking girls to becoming one. Come on, man. It's not that much time in the world. Right now, you want to talk about principles? You want to talk about morals? How the heck you can deal with another man? Letting another man go inside of you. Mr., Rasta Chris. Get the heck out of here, man. Like I say, I knew about that a long time ago. And I started to say something, but I left it alone. I didn't bring it to nobody's attention. I left it alone for a reason, man. Because everything is not meant for everybody. But once again, like I said right now, is what my advice would be to you. Come home. Appreciate your newfound freedom. Take advantage of that, man. Like I said right now, is don't come for me unless I send for you. Because once again, it can get a lot deep. It can get a lot, but it's not about that. Why don't you utilize your story and tell people how you wasted 30 years out of your life and what they need to do to prevent that? That's what I'm doing. I'm telling them, yeah, I was that person. I'm ashamed of that person I once was. Okay? I'm ashamed of that person I once was. I knew I had issue. I knew right now, like I say, anytime you was in my presence, I know automatically you was scared to death because you didn't never know where I stand. You knew right now I wasn't playing with a full deck. I had mental illness issue. I had anger management problem. I know that. And like I said right now, was you knew when you was around me, you was on your best behavior because you knew better. You know, you want to leave it. Oh, you had 2 9mm. Okay, better yet, your 2 9mm was 16 shots. That's 32 shots. Okay, let's go back. Let's think about it. As a situation happened, okay? Eton. Do you remember the name Eton? Eton used to be what? Under Tony Bullard. So once again, he went away, did time, and you came out, you know, right now while he was doing time, and you opened up a spot. And what happened when Eton came home? He wanted you to start working for him again. You and another guy. What happened? Right now, when y'all got into the beef with Eton, okay? When Eton got shot in the leg, okay? And right now, Eton came back looking for y'all guys. Who do you come running to? Who do you came for help? Who do you came for support? You forgot about that, huh? I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Who do you came for help? Because of who I was. Or because what I represent. You know what I'm saying? Rasta Chris. You came to Brian Glaze Gibbs for help. You know what I'm saying? To get you out of a jam. To get you out of an unfortunate situation that you couldn't handle. You know, because once again, you want to play that tough guy, but everybody know you, man. It was nothing tough about you. You can talk that talk, but you couldn't walk that walk. I commend you. You did 30 years. You know, like I said, you home. That's what count, man. Welcome home, man. And like I said right now, bro, listen, man. Be mindful, be respectful. You know, otherwise, like I say, to me, I'm only express myself what happened, what took place. Like I say, anybody want to know anything about me that I made a deal or whatever, everybody know that. Get your signed copy, Beyond Lucky, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. A true story of crack money, murder, redemption. By emailing me, Brian, B-R-I-A-N, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. The book speaks for itself. Everything's in the book. So don't go around acting like, you know, people do not know your little secrets, your little fake tough guy image. You don't went away and did 30 years for absolutely nothing, man. Okay? So listen, folks, like, you know, it's all about right now. It's not who you once was, who you are today. Because if you still have that same mentality back then, you know what I'm saying? You know, 30-something years ago, that means you haven't changed. That means that you're stuck. And guess what? You can't teach a lesson being stuck. In order to teach a lesson, you have to change. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. And like I said right now, bro, hey, welcome home, man. Take advantage of it, man. The kids that you have or the family that you have left or whatever, like I say, Mikey was the man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mikey. Jennifer, always the beautiful. Shout out to Jennifer. And like I say, bro, I don't got nothing against you. So the difference is if you're going to come on here, come correct. I don't come at all. Take care. Brian Glaze Gibbs.
Have you checked your tire pressure today?
I don't have a flat.
Have you checked your blood pressure today?
No, I don't feel sick.
Just got my copy of Beyond Lucky by Brian Glaze Gibbs. Thank you so much for sending me my personalized autographed copy. I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a long time, so I'm really excited to get to know some of your stories and what made you you and how this redemption came about. I know you're a changed man, and I'm looking forward to seeing the whole process of how it happened. Thank you.